Well, halal, hijab and a curb demanded on Muslim vendors in temple premises. Stories that have been in the news in Karnataka in the recent past. In fact, these stories have invited condemnation, spurred political fights. In fact, today the SDPI has called for a statewide stir protesting against the BJP. Now, in another violent incident of Shivamogga, there are a few activists of the Bajrang Dal abused and assaulted a shopkeeper and forced him not to sell halal meat. In fact, the same group then went to other stalls as well, demanding halal meat should not be provided to any of the Hindu customers. In fact, not just that, another incident has come in, a second halal hungama which is coming in from Shivamogga as well. Here, Bajrang Dal workers barged into a hotel and asked the owner not to sell halal meat in the hotel. In fact, this at a time when a customer who had intervened and got into an argument with the workers as well ends up getting attacked. A case now has been booked against Bajrang Dal members and the accused have been arrested.
In Osmania station limits, there is a chicken shop into which 5 people, according to the complaint, have gone and they demanded for non-halal meat. And when the meat was not given and the shop was being shut down, they've assaulted one boy in the shop on his head with their hands. And similarly, in Janta Hotel, another case was registered in Old Town police station limits where they've gone and told the owner that they shouldn't be selling halal meat anymore. And in that regard, a customer had an argument with the group that had gone to the hotel. And over there also they have assaulted one person. And for that, a case has been registered in Old Town police station. In both cases, the same 5 accused have been named in the FIR and all have been arrested last night by Bhadravati police. Accused persons are Vadivelu, Savai Singh, Shrikant, Krishna and Gunda.
Well, let me go across to Niyamika and Neha, our reporters who are joining us live. Well, Niyamika, this is precisely what several of the people have been warning, especially even India Inc., that this is a communal cauldron which is slowly being boiling over. Tell us about the instances which are coming in from different cities of Karnataka now.
Well, absolutely. The halal row is getting intensified in Karnataka, and the opposition, specifically if we talk about the Congress party, they have sharpened their attack against the government. And just now, the Congress General Secretary for Karnataka as well as the Chief Spokesperson Randeep Singh Surjewala has made it very clear. He has said to the media bite that if the Home Minister as well as the Chief Minister are not being able to fulfill their constitutional responsibilities, they must quit from their position. Right now, we have also been joined by Indian Youth Congress President Srinivas BV. Sir, जो अभी शिवमोगा में जिस तरीके का इंसिडेंट हुआ है, क्या कहना चाहेंगे उसे आप? जिस तरीके के कम्युनल इश्यूज कर्नाटका में सामने आ रहे हैं, आपका क्या टेक है इस पर?
देखिए, जो भी चीज़ हो रहा है, इसके पीछे कौन है ये तो समझना चाहिए. पूरा कर्नाटका नहीं, देश जानता है ऐसे चीज़ों में आपस में लड़ाने का काम, इस तरीके का नया नया चीज़ लेके आने. इतने साल से कोई इसके बारे में पता नहीं है. जो इतने साल से जो सब लोग एक इकट्ठा होके जी रहा है, इस कर्नाटक को नेशन को बनाने में लगे हैं सब लोग मिलके. ये लोग तोड़ना चाहते हैं. कांग्रेस पार्टी है, हम हमेशा जोड़ने की बात करते हैं, हम जोड़ने के लिए सोच रखते हैं. इन लोग ने तोड़ने के लिए रखता है. इस पे क्लियरली इसके पीछे सारे इनका आरएसएस और बीजेपी इनका कार्यकर्ता है. ये इनके जो भी पार्टी का वरिष्ठ लीडर्स है वो लोग एटलीस्ट समझा दे, नहीं तो सीएम इन लोगों को समझा दे. कौन समझाएगा? कौन इस तरीके का काम कर रहा है फिर भी आंख बंद करके बैठा है. शर्म आना चाहिए सरकार को. ये नहीं चलता है. आपको इस देश के लिए कहीं ना कहीं, इस कर्नाटक राज्य के लिए कहीं ना कहीं दिल में थोड़ा भी जर्रा भी उनके ऊपर प्यार है. आप अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट में लोग मर रहे हैं, जो डिप्रेशंस पे जा रहे हैं, काउंसलिंग कर रहे हैं, उनके ऊपर सोचना चाहिए ना ये सरकार को. क्यों उनके बारे में नहीं सोचते?
सर, आज आपके एक सीनियर लीडर सिद्धारमैया ने भी ये वाली बात साफ की है कि कांग्रेस को इन सभी मुद्दों पर एक क्लियर स्टैंड रखना पड़ेगा, स्ट्रांगली एक्ट करना पड़ेगा, तभी आने वाले दिनों में कांग्रेस जो है वो पावर में आ सकती है कर्नाटक में. कैसे आप इन सब इश्यूज को टैकल करने वाले हैं?
देखिए, कांग्रेस पार्टी का सोच है, कांग्रेस पार्टी का आइडियोलॉजी है सबको साथ में लेके जाने का. कोई किसी के साथ अन्याय होता है, किसी कम्युनिटी के पर्टिकुलरली टारगेट करके किस तरीके के चीज़ कर रहा है, तो ये बिल्कुल गलत है. हम हमेशा, हम सब एक है. ऐसा नहीं है ये एक वर्ग को इन लोग ने जो क्यों ये सारे चीज़ हो रहा है, तो सारे चीज़ क्यों हो रहा है, कहीं ना कहीं इनको चुनाव में आर का जो ये सपना दिख रहा है, इसीलिए तो इन लोग ने यहाँ कम्युनल क्लास कराना, हिंदुत्व कराने का काम कर। आप असली हिंदू है, आप असली देशभक्त है, ऐसे चीज़ मत करो। आप देशद्रोही है, आप फर्जी हिंदू है, आप फर्जी देशभक्त है, ये सारे चीज़ करो। मैं यही क्लियर कहना चाहता हूँ। आप देशभक्त फर्जी सर्टिफिकेट पूरा दुनिया भर बांट रहे हैं ना आप लोग। आप असली हिंदू देशभक्त है, जो सब लोग को इस डेमोक्रेसी को समझो, इस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को समझना चाहिए।
So this was Indian Youth Congress President Srinivas Bibi, who has said it very clearly that BJP has a fear of defeat in Karnataka, and that is why they are raising the communal issues in the state.
Well, in fact, do stay on with us. Not just B.V. Srinivasan, after this halal hungama in Karnataka, political war which has already broken out. In fact, you have the Congress blaming the BJP, saying that it's their goons with their backing, rather, who are instilling fear to rule and divide. In fact, listen in.
At the national level or at the state level, issues are unemployment. It's about the inflation, 8.5%. Issues about fuel prices, issues over the rising prices of essential commodities. Nobody wants to speak on this. They know they have failed in Karnataka. Their governance has failed in Karnataka. They have lost all the elections. By-election, corporation election, urban local body election, MLC election. They have lost all the elections. They know they will not get back. That's the reason why they are trying to bring non-issues and bring divisive issues and polarize Karnataka.
ये लगातार कर्नाटक में प्रयास चल रहा है, क्योंकि आगे चुनाव आने वाले, कि कैसे जो है वहाँ पर भी जो है इलेक्शन का पोलराइजेशन किया जाए, कैसे लोगों को बांटा जाए, कैसे वहाँ झगड़ा कराया जाए, कैसे वहाँ टकराव कराया जाए, उस बहाने जीता जाए। पहले हिजाब विवाद शुरू कराया गया, अब जो है उसको कोर्ट ने अपना निर्णय दिया, अब जो है ये शुरू कर दिया। तो बजरंग दल वगैरह इनका काम यही है कि किसी तरह से वहाँ ये माहौल पैदा किया जाए, टकराव पैदा किया जाए और कर्नाटक के समाज को भी बांटा जाए।
Well, in fact, let me go across to Neha now. Neha, what are the kind of reactions that the BJP is giving in order to deflect? Because they are under attack, being said that ahead of the polls, this is their polarization bid.
Absolutely. In fact, yesterday when we took this question to both Chief Minister as well as Law Minister of about the rising polarization, it's very clearly you have almost this denied structure.
Well, there seems to be a bit of a problem there. We'll try and reconnect. Meanwhile, the VHP too, of course, has waded into the controversy, into hijab, as well as this Hungama, say that the influence of Islamic jihadis have been increasing in Karnataka, and even back the ban halal call which has been given.
पिछले कुछ दिनों में संपूर्ण कर्नाटक में इस्लामिक जिहादियों का वर्चस्व बढ़ता जा रहा है। इस पर रोक लगाने के लिए बजरंग दल के कुछ कार्यकर्ताओं ने वहां पर हलाल के विरुद्ध हल्ला बोला है और लोगों को हम जनचेतना के माध्यम से, जनसंपर्क के माध्यम से बता रहे हैं कि किस प्रकार हलाल न सिर्फ देश विरोधी है बल्कि हिंदू द्रोही भी है। इसलिए हलाल का बहिष्कार करें और झटका के पास आएँ, जिससे कि हमारे SC/ST समुदाय का भी भला होगा और देश विरोधी गतिविधियों पर ही अंकुश लगेगा।
Some big breaking news which is coming in. More reactions from the Congress party. Ripples after Times Now's news break. Now Congress links the move to the state elections. Listen in.
See, the BJP purposely creating such situation. They want to polarize. See, it is against the constitution they are doing it. And people will not approve it. And only because the Karnataka elections are nearby, that's why they are doing it.
The government, which had the responsibility to control and prosecute these gunda elements who are going on the street, doing rampage, troubling people, violating law and order. The same government which had the responsibility to control them is trying to promote them and protect them. So they are going there with the protection of the government, the BJP government. One, why is the government doing this? Because the governments want to divert the attention from
the people who are asking the government, you are taking 40% commission.